most incredible. Two. DJ Sour Milk.
One. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Power 106. Liftoff show every single night.
Yes, sir.
Just incredible.
Sour Milk.
And like Milk said, LA royalty is here, man. Nipsey Hussle.
My brothers, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. LA Leakers, man. Classic, staples.
I love,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Great to have you on the show, man.
Of course.
New song, Racks in the Middle. Just an amazing, piece of work.
Thank you.
With you, Roddy Ricch, produced by Hit Boy.
Yeah.
How does this song come about with y'all?
Man, I walked in the studio with Hit. I had been out of town, just like running around. We had been working the album the whole year. And I just walked in the studio. But matter of fact, I hit Hit Boy like, man, what you doing? You got some music? He like, man, pull up. I walked in. That's the first record he played. Wow. And I just started working on the verses immediately as soon as I heard it. And we sat in there. I sat down, started working. We probably sat in there for like 3-4 hours. And then finished the record. And then mixed it the next day. And then had a meeting with the label and started pressing play on it. Yeah.
Here we are. Just went an hour on the radio
like
back to back with it.
Like that, yeah.
And this is the beginning stages of like a new project, or
just a new wave of music. You know what I mean? I'm about to go in and really lock down and start recording my next project. But as I'm working, I got records. I'm start working also, so that by the time the album is done, we got records that everybody familiar with.
Okay.
As opposed to starting from scratch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
You've turned into quite the entrepreneur, man, since we first met.
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations on all the property you've recently bought. What does that mean to you, man, to own that lot, you know what I'm saying, where you basically grew up and hustled out of and did everything?
Right. Man, it's on one level it's sentimental because we grew up right there, and that's the corner that I'm connected to. And then on another level, it's just a great business move and a great piece of real estate to own, especially right now, what's going on with that train, that development on Crenshaw, just the whole area. It's a great piece of land to own. But then also, like y'all said, it's connected to us in a much deeper way. Used to, my first Nipsey Hussle music was tested in that parking lot, you know what I mean, on just people. And just everything else took place in that parking lot. So full circle moment for sure.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Nip, you really built this from the ground up.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight.
Not at all.
I could see as the songs continue to come out, the growth in the music. You could feel the honesty in the songs. You've had such an interesting story, and I know we're only like halfway through, if that. Like I really could tell you're just getting started, and people are looking at you, as they should be, as the blueprint to how to, really come up, you know what I mean, because of the groundwork that you put in, 10 toes down.
That part.
What is your advice? Because we talk to so many young artists, and I see a lot of stuff on the internet. What's kind of your advice to younger artists when they're setting up their deals or not signing right away, knowing their self-worth? I just always love hearing you speak about that type of stuff because I think it's so important to the new generation.
Right. Man, that's a tough question. For real, so much things that you got to become experts at or just aware and knowledgeable about. But I feel like it's, don't be in no rush to take no money. That's my main. Yeah. Like, don't be in no rush to take no check, build it. You know what I mean? Go slow and build it. Because as you learn, you'll start to really see your best route as opposed to, learning after you didn't already put your name on something and then having all these regrets and, you know what I mean? Like, looking like a complainer or somebody that going back on their word when you try to wiggle out that, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, I would just say just don't be in no rush to take no bag. Like, go slow with it and build it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you got out of your first deal, I believe it was with Epic.
Epic Records. Yeah.
What was the market like for Nipsey Hussle? Were labels like just stay away from him, or was there people trying to sign you immediately back then?
Man, it was. It was crazy, man. Khalid was trying to do a deal way back.
Back then
in the Epic days. Yeah, I had flew out to Miami and we tried to get a deal signed to where I could get off Epic and actually do a deal with Khalid. But when I got off, we had it's like an override. So anywhere you sign, Epic stays involved if you sign within the next, I think, 3 or 2 years.
Okay.
So one thing I wanted to do was let that cooling off period go by and just build indie. And then if I did entertain something again, it'll be after that little window.
Well, was there a part of you though that was like, damn, like, can I afford to be indie for 2 years? And
yeah, I thought about how I could make sure that, you know, we still made progress and we still grew during that period, because it was always opportunities to sign.
Yeah.
But it was just like, you know, it's things I could do myself and get bigger, and, you know, just make the deal and just the relationship more valuable by proving myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
And just showing that, you know, as an independent, I can make decisions that impact.
Okay.
Because that mean everything going back into a building, because I got some history where I could be like, them decisions was us. We did the Proud to Pay $100 mixtape and Mailbox Money or whatever, the Indie Moves Marathon, the tours, whatever that we done. You know, them was us. So we got to take credit for the success of it.
And when something like that happens, you know, the $100 mixtape, when you see the success of that, is that a point where you're like, I don't got nothing to worry about? Like, was it nerve wracking leading up to that? Like, damn, like, should I? Like, what if nobody comes and spends $100 on this?
Nah, I wasn't worried, because it came out on iTunes the next morning, and it came out as a mixtape the next day.
Yeah.
So that whole business model already built. You gonna tour off the music. You gonna, you know what I mean, get your iTunes money or Spotify money. So if nobody bought a $100 CD, every other stream of income off the album was still locked in already. So it wasn't really, we couldn't lose nothing.
Win-win almost.
It was, if two people came, we was going to be 200 up off everything else.
Well, I mean,
did.
we were 2 and 3, I think. I think we got numbers 2
y'all
and
did
3.
get the
So,
early,
so
y'all
you know,
did
you were
get the
200
early,
up off top.
off rip. Well, thank y'all.
Autograph CD, still got it.
Thank
man.
y'all.
For sure. Let me. I just, this is probably gonna be super random, but let me take you somewhere and you tell me what was running through your mind. Staples Center, Nipsey Hussle sitting underneath the basket.
Yeah.
Rajon Rondo runs over and punches Chris Paul in the face.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle stands up, pulls his pants up.
Got you.
What's going through your mind?
I'm like, if it's going to be a melee breakout, I just want to be ready. I don't want to get caught slipping. You know what I mean? Pull my pants up and see what else is happening.
Fully alert, right?
That's it. I wasn't planning no attack. I wasn't thinking about jump. Just like, if this shit spill around on me, you know. I don't know what's going on, but that's my instinct. I seen the video. It looked like I was like offended or mad that day.
I was like, I mean, he's wearing a Chamberlain. I think you were wearing Chamberlain that night. I was like,
no, I was wearing a Magic Johnson.
Was it Magic? Okay, I was like, I know you rock with Harden, so I was like,
man, the Rockets, that's my team too.
Yeah, okay, so I was like, damn, where does Nip stand here? Like,
I'm just like, damn it, this the NBA, so you might see a little scuffle. Man, they had a full scale squabble. They really was fighting. Yeah, so I'm like, damn.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate Rondo's punch?
Y'all messy. I don't know, man.
He got a nice
not even
technique, more technique.
Yeah, technique wise, like not even saying
CP, man. That's my guy too. They had a fight, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
It was a cool little boop bop bop. Yeah. You know what I mean? It went down.
It went down.
Yeah.
It was one of the more exciting moments the Lakers had all damn year, man.
It's actually fucking depressing.
It's been a tough one.
It's been pretty
They gonna get it together, man. They got some good energy. They got Kuzman.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? He going ham. Obviously, Bron. You know what I mean? They just gotta, lock in.
Put the pieces together.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
When do you think the turnaround is? It's probably too late for us to make the playoffs this year. Do you think the Lakers will get it next year? You think to the
playoffs?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think they'll catch it by next year.
I think they got to figure it out, man.
Yeah, man.
Bronny's here for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Year one is going to be a transition period, trying to learn everything.
Plus LeBron, you don't want him with a chip on his shoulder.
I know, right? Angry LeBron.
Yeah,
right?
They don't want that. So I think after this season, however it go, they're going to come back sparked up.
Yeah,
right.
For
make some little changes and, get back at it.
Circling back to, how you brought up Khalid, I didn't know he was so involved early on.
Yeah,
how y'all had that
that
relationship. But seeing the pictures go up on Instagram that y'all are, in the studio, what's the chemistry? What's the magic going on in there?
Man, I went to Miami and did a record for the Father of Assad album. And, you know what I mean? Khalid, we sat and ate food with his family, first talked for like 2-3 hours. Then he played me the album. His album played me like 7 videos.
Wow. So,
he just got a monster project about to come out. And then he played the record for me. So, it was that order of doing it. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably the new order for me when I do a collab with somebody. Let's eat, let's chop it, let's have a convo, let's vibe for a minute, then let's do the music.
Build with them as people.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because the record came out real personal and real close to me. I think it was just because of how we set up the session. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Sick, man.
That's super dope. Now you obviously got a collaboration deal going on with Puma. Exactly, what does that entail exactly?
So it's two sides to it. On one side, I'm a brand ambassador for Puma, so basically it's an endorsement deal. The other side of it is a collaborative project with the Marathon and Puma. Okay. So we're gonna do a collection, multiple collections, but the first one dropped fall 2019, like around September. So it's gonna be shoes, apparel, a few accessories.
So basically a Nip sneaker.
Yeah, for sure a sneaker. But then it's gonna be a marathon, not Nip. It's gonna be a marathon Puma. I'm a also just endorse the Puma products, so I'm gonna be in ads wearing the stuff. But then the other part of it is a collab between Marathon and Puma. Okay. So it won't be no Nipsey Hussle Puma shoe. It'll be a Marathon Marathon Puma shoe.
Yeah.
And sweatsuit capsule and T-shirts and stuff like that.
That's hard. Yeah. Do you have a favorite rapper sneaker? Like a
rapper sneaker that they like collab with?
A sneaker that a rapper's put out. Is there any that stands out?
What's the best one?
I mean, there were some good ones, man.
Fifth had them.
The
Jay had them.
Carter's.
Yeah.
Of course, Yeezy had.
Yeezy. I think Yeezy probably did it the best.
Yeah.
As far as a shoe,
creative wise,
right? Yeah. Just even the campaign and just his shoe. It's damn near bigger than just being Yeezy's shoe.
Yeah.
It's just like people didn't attach to that shoe.
When you put that shoe on, it definitely means something and had meant something when you first purchased it or got lucky enough to get
bigger
it.
Than that, it's attached to a rapper.
Yeah.
It's big. It's just like as a shoe, it's a successful shoe.
Yeah.
We were speaking earlier, obviously when you got your first start, your first deal with Epic. Fast forward 10 years, you drop your debut album and it's nominated for a Grammy. What's that mean to Nipsey Hussle, man?
That's crazy, just like your first rap album nominated for best rap album after a mixtape career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just an unorthodox path that we took to putting out an album. You know what I mean? Felt the gang of ways about it, but just happy, inspired. I ain't gonna say like you're not gonna be validated by an opinion but as just being an artist, that
acknowledgement is
that means something. You know what I mean? So I felt just like, man, that's crazy. I felt motivated to do some more music for real, get some more music out.
And how do you first get that news? Like who tells you about it?
I was with my engineer, and we knew the news was getting announced that morning, so he was watching Twitter. And he seen it, and we was working out. He just jumped up and started like doing his little celebration. So I'm like, oh, we must have got nominated. And I checked my shit like, all right, boom.
That's hard,
man. Congrats on that, man.
Thank you.
We spoke with 2 Chainz last night. Another guy, shout to Chainz, amazing album out right now. And he was talking to us about his bucket list of people he wanted to work with. He has Jay-Z on his bucket list.
Right.
Is there a bucket list for you, production wise, rapper, collab? I was just curious to know if there was people that you kind of had on your list that you would want to like work with before the career was up.
What's crazy is like I got a ton of artists I'm fans of.
Right.
And I don't necessarily want to do a song with you just because I'm a fan of you. You know what I mean?
If it fits,
like
sometimes
I just like the music, But I'm more off just like who in a zone. When you in your zone, you want to be a part of that energy.
Right.
More so than just like this one of my favorite artists they had great moments. Just like who in their zone right now, who performing at that high level right now. Let's do something and, capture the moment.
Right.
We both at a level of performing at
high level.
You know what I mean? Let's capture that. Let's collab. Or even like where the people are interested. And not on some like, oh, you got a wave, let's do a record, but just like, oh, the people would love to see that.
Yeah.
Let's bridge that and make that happen so that we can create a moment,
Right.
Obviously, you're working on your solo project. We spoke earlier. You mentioned working with Meek, working with YG. What can you tell us about that?
Me and YG, we in planning stages of a project. You know what I mean? It's probably bigger than music. You know what I mean? So we just early planning something out. We'll announce something later on down the line.
People been asking for that one for a long
time.
Nah,
for sure.
Time.
And then me and Meek just, we got in the studio earlier this year, and then Meek had a big album, important album, with the Championships album. Just an important year, just coming back out, gassing up how he did. Him being from the East, me being from out here. Us putting out Victory Lap, having a good impact with the album.
Of course.
Us just representing the streets, just like we was talking about earlier. Like that'll be a moment we can capture.
Yeah.
So we just been in the lab, like getting ideas off, and talking about it. But we got some records. We gonna start rolling shit out like summertime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lot to look forward to.
Sure.
A lot to look forward to. Nip, congratulations, man.
Yep.
Still early on in the year, but it's gonna be a great 2019.
Believe
man.
that. Thank you.
And many more to come, man. Thank you for coming up on
Always. Y'all know we family, man.
Family.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Love.
Yeah. Power 106.
Yeah.
Yeah. LA Leakers, Nip Hussle.